Let's start with the Bucs blowing out the Saints' brains. Obviously, the score says it all. 50 burger plus a pickle. The Bucs absolutely dominated the entire game, except for the second quarter, where everybody on the Bucs sucked, especially Baker Mayfield throwing for 3 interceptions. But it didn't matter because he threw for 4 touchdowns. So I guess one could say that Baker is really a huge troll because he gave the Saints just enough hope in the second quarter to get 3 points ahead at the half to think we actually stand a chance of winning this game, just to come around in the second half and just beat the living shit out of them. Let's talk about that run game, bro. I mean, seriously, Tucker and Irving, that was like almost unfair. You just have these 2 powerhouse running backs that just get you an insane amount of yards, and they don't even have to try, really. Like, they just keep bouncing off of defenders and getting touchdowns. And when you have running backs that are that good, I mean, why do you even need the quarterback to throw all the time? He can throw whenever he feels like it, or he can just say, here, take it. I don't need this. You go do this. Man, dude, I wish the Bills had something like that. And let's talk about the defense a little bit. Dude, seriously, that Chris Olave fumble was nasty. I mean, I heard that he got a concussion, but I didn't watch the game until I saw the highlights. And then I looked at it and I was like, damn, like, holy shit, bro. He literally got the lights knocked out of him. You know, he got hit. Ball came loose, and then like Winfield's like, all right, that's mine. That was a perfect example of the defense dominating. And then they literally put the fear of God into Rattler. Oh my gosh, that has got to be like one of the most profound things. Like, your name is Rattler and you totally got rattled. Talk about getting shut out completely in the second half because you just suck so much, or because the defense is just that good. I'm not quite sure. Probably a combination of both. But needless to say, the Bucs are one of the best teams in the NFC, hands down. The Saints are one of the worst teams in the NFL. It's up between the Vikings, the Bucs, and the Lions for who's going to be the best team in the NFC. Lions dominating the Cowgirls. Oh my gosh, dude. I think this video right here says it all. By the way, I don't know how many times I saw this. I'll be honest, when watching somebody throw up is honestly pretty disgusting, but this just perfectly encapsulates like the physical manifestation of how Cowboys fans felt during the game and after the game. I mean, seriously, bro, it doesn't get any funnier than that. Oh, it also proves that women are just humans too, just like us, guys. So I took a nap during this game, so I didn't even look at the score until I woke up. It was like the third quarter. I looked at my phone and I was like, damn, 37-9? That can't be right. Most notably, I absolutely loved this trick play where they just tossed it back and forth and then Goff just launches it to a wide open Laporta and he just runs it in for the touchdown. I mean, seriously, I love watching the Lions because their trick plays are so creative and they actually work, unlike the Bills. So I don't know if you guys also saw the Lions, they posted a video that showed that their defense had forced 5 turnovers. They ran train on Dak's ass, and it was just hilarious to watch all the turnovers, the interceptions, with the fumbles, and it's just really amusing to watch the Cowgirls just totally suck. And talk about ending the Cowgirls' existence on offense and defense. The Cowgirls, they have got to be the Jags of the NFC. Seriously, like their record, I don't know how they ended up beating teams this season. Must have been luck. But you look at how they played against the Lions and you're like, yeah, there's no way that they can be an NFL team. And then again, prayers for Aiden Hutchinson. Hopefully, you know, his tibia recovers fairly quickly, at least, you know, in the normal time span it would take. If you haven't seen my video about Aiden Hutchinson, please check it out above. That way you can get caught up on all this news in case you haven't heard about it. And then one last thing is, I think Dan Campbell is so cool. Why can't our coach be as cool as Dan Campbell? Commanders, Ravens. Wow, Ravens fans, are you happy now? You guys are legit, and Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry just totally ran train on the Commanders. Commanders D couldn't stop a nosebleed. Absolutely no answers for either Lamar or Henry or anybody on the offense. Seriously, it's like they just let them pass right through. And it's like, really, Commanders? I had such high hopes in your offense. Like, I figured the offense would put up a much better fight. But dude, they had Daniels running all over the place. Dude did not look comfortable at all. He looked good on those 2 touchdowns. But other than that, third down was a mess. He couldn't run the ball. Their team couldn't couldn't run the ball. This is the perfect team that could have used a Tucker, Irving, or Montgomery on their team because they seriously had no run game. They had to rely on throwing almost the entire game, which if you're only limited to one thing, of course they're going to see it coming, unless you're just a total idiot. The game wasn't even as close as the score indicated. The Commanders had basically lost within, I'd say, late in the third, early in the fourth. After they kicked the field goal, I knew that they were going to lose. The Ravens had full control of the game. When you're already up 7 and you're getting the ball last and you can run out the clock through your superior run game, all they had to do was hand the ball to Henry and just ground and pound the Commanders into oblivion. That was unfortunate. Any team that beats the Bills, I have a vendetta against them. So obviously I wanted the Ravens to lose. Commanders let me down. Jaden Daniels is good, but not nearly as good as Lamar Jackson. There, you happy now, Ravens fans?